Hey everyone, as you can see from that little clip, I did sell the Colorado. I actually sold it to a buddy's kid for their first vehicle, so I hope they're going to enjoy it. I did get the seats all done, so I will be showing that here momentarily. Um, so as in case the question comes up about the LS swap, I do still have the engine, and it's going to be going into Bessie the Square Body. So stay tuned for videos on this truck coming more. I know I need to do an update video on it since I don't think I've really I think I've only done one video on it. But I've done a few things, so I'll talk about that in another video. So in the meantime, on with the seats. Hey everyone, on this episode of Geet's Garage, I'm finally wiring up the Colorado leather seats. And they actually work. So, let me show you what I've done. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So, with today's episode, I know everyone's been waiting for this one for probably a couple of years. I've been slacking. Finally taking care of wiring up the electric seats in the Colorado. And you can see I already have a prototype kind of proof of concept wiring set just done. And as you can see, they work. So, alright, so let's go ahead and show you what I'm doing for as far as the wiring goes, because I know that's going to be kind of the big question. So there's obviously different ways you could wire these. If you want to be super particular, you could try to wire them in the factory way, which actually might be plausible, but it would probably just take me a long time to figure that out. So the one thing with this truck is the fuse block. The heated there is a heated seat fuse, which happens to be this number 20 right here, and my truck never came with the heated seats. So if you really wanted to get down into it, you could explore into this and wire into that spot, or find the wire in the harness and try to wire that way and make it all factory. I'm not doing that. There are wires inside the truck you could probably probe and find a good, I mean, you can either figure out, okay, do you want to wire these as on all the time, which most factory electric seats are. I know that my Trailblazer they are, or you could run it off an accessory wire, so they don't come on unless you have the key in. So the way I'm going to be wiring it up is I'm going to be going off of here. I'm actually going to be, yes, I will change that. I'm going to put a ring terminal on here, go through that, tuck it in, and I have an inline fuse on it just to be safe. This will go away. I'll solder it and put some heat shrink on there. I already have a spot where I ran some wires previously through the firewall, so that's how I ran this wire, and I'll kind of tuck it in a bit to make it neat. But for purposes of doing this works. As far as my ground situation, that's actually pretty easy. There happens to be already a ground terminal here and also one on that side, so I'll just splice into that for each of the harnesses, and that'll be good. I can run them up through the holes that are already here in the carpet for the airbag wiring for the seat. I believe that's an airbag. So that's where. So the nice thing about this is, since this was the seats came out of a 2004 truck, and it's a 2004 truck, is it saves me on a lot of the wiring hassle, and also the junkyard gave me my the actual harnesses I need. So that makes it super simple for me. If you get a set of seats from somewhere, make sure you just grab these just so you can splice in and make your life so much more easy. So, but what I plan to do is I'll have my power wire, I'll come in, I'll solder in another piece to go over to that side, and then I'll just have this coming up into here. So with the wiring is, at least for these seats in particular, I have 4 wires that need positive power, and then 1 ground. And then for the other one, where did I put that? 1 second. For the other one, kind of, same thing. We got 4 wires that will need power, constant power, and then 1 negative. So the wiring for this is pretty much super simple. It's just a matter of pulling the carpet up, getting them wired in, put the carpet back down, feed the harnesses back up, and hooking back up. So let's go ahead and get the wiring situation squared away, and we'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I have everything wired in. Got my ring terminal on this post, was able to get the fuse cover back on without issue. Have my fuse, spliced in the fuse with the power wire. Came along, ran it up to here, another splice in. I know I said I was going to do some soldering, but unfortunately my solder gun's having issues, so let's use some splices, and then just put a little electrical tape around them just for, to be good. Got this one spliced, put our ground here, put another ground over there, got that harness wired in. I did set the seats in here just to test to make sure everything was working. It is. So now I am going to roll the carpet back, feed these up through the carpet, and show you how that looks, and then we will put the seats in. All right. So here we are, about the finished product. Tied up the wiring a bit, test to make sure everything's working. Looks factory-ish, so let's go ahead and get the seats in. Hey everyone, alright, so the interior is back together. So I'll show you the seats working. And then so these seem to work pretty good. Now, really, as far as wiring, it really wasn't that bad. I probably should have done this a long time ago. But yeah, fairly simple. Just running it up to getting your power on the positive wires, having your ground, and so forth. However you decide to wire, going up to the fuse block or splicing into some other power wire in your vehicle, that's up to you. I found this to be simple, straightforward, and it should last quite a long time without any fuss. Now, with that said, the ease of this for wiring was helped with the fact that I had the pigtail harness from these seats. If you get a set of seats and you don't have the pigtail, maybe see if you can go scavenge them out of a junkyard from one, or see if you can find them, because that makes your life so much easier. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if it's your first time stopping by the channel, please subscribe. And as I've said before, sorry it took me so long just to get this video out compared to when I did the original install. Alright, thank you and have a great day.